Welcome to the Jim Florentine Comedy Metal Midgets podcast on Riotcast.com. Some upcoming tour dates. Wednesday, October 7th, I'm doing a place in Garrettsville, Ohio called Slim and Jumbo's. Yeah. Me and my buddy Chad Zumock are doing that. I'm getting in Ohio. I'm going to film some shit and stuff like that, so I'm getting in town early because the next day, October 8th through 10th, I'm doing a funny stop in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. So if you're in that area, me and Chad Zumock, my buddy, are doing those gigs together. And then October 16th, 17th, New Hope Cinema, New Hope, Minnesota. And then the Funny Bone in St. Louis, November 19th through 21. I got a bunch of dates with Don Jameson at A Trunk. We do these live That Metal show shows, comedy shows, and trivia and all that bullshit. And we're going to be in North Glendale Heights, Illinois, Westland, Michigan, Buffalo, New York, and Syracuse, New York in November. It's on my website, jimflorentine.com. I don't feel like going through all the fucking shit. And I'm coming back to the Dallas area. I'm excited about that. Hyenas Comedy Club in Plano, Texas, December 10th through the 12th. Comedy Connection, Providence, Rhode Island, December 18 and 19. And the Mount Airy Casino, New Year's Eve in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. All right. Enough of that shit. Let's start the podcast. Why not? This one is Gary from Florida is back. Yep. I had this one in the can for a few weeks. I was down there in August, and I got another exclusive with him. People always enjoy him. I was doing a stand-up show last night, and I mentioned Florida, and some guy was yelling out, Gary from Florida. People going crazy. The guy's a legend. I love him. He's out of control. So, yeah, he's back. And keep sending in those at comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com. Keep sending in the emails. Awful vanity plates, Facebook posts, slang words, CrossFit stuff, awful shirts, whatever else you can think of. Send the shit there because it definitely helps. All right. Really nothing else to talk about. Let's get into the Gary from Florida interview. The guy's always fascinating. Like I said, people always think he's not real. He's real. I don't even know what to say. He's fucking great. All right, Gary from Florida is returning to the podcast. We weren't sure if he's going to come back. You know, people that listen think that maybe you're growing up and
GJ.
That you're growing up and maybe that, you know, you don't want to be Gary anymore.
GJ.
Last time we heard from you, you were going over a trip in Italy. You said you were going to have sex with your girlfriend in every different country, in 9 different countries, was it, or something?
I think it was, yeah.
And how many?
9 different countries, 23 cities or something I was in. 3 or 4 I did it in. Not bad.
How come not 9, though?
Well, listen, fella, you know, after walking 6 or 7 miles a day, man, I was a little tired. Mule needed a rest.
But why wouldn't you?
Needed a rest.
Why wouldn't you do?
Bone crusher.
Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it right in the morning and before you went out to go? Because you would dock and go out in the morning.
Pretty much when we were doing it, it was in the morning time anyway. It started out in Switzerland, fella. I knocked a chunk off. It's beautiful.
So you couldn't. But why wouldn't you just do it? So you know what? Every morning I got to at least do it. So
every morning I was waking up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I rolled it over, you know, and I hit it. But not every day, man. It was a beautiful trip I had, man.
This is Gary, Abrasive Gary, saying it was a beautiful trip because he saw a lot of landmarks and everything. What was so beautiful about the trip over there?
Just, you know, I had a great time in general, man. Come on, fella, please.
No, show you.
My first time I ever went overseas, man. I don't know if I'm ever going to get back there again.
All right, but show you know, your human side and why was it so beautiful?
Well, you know, just
because the only time anyone's ever heard you on a podcast say beautiful is you talking about some girl's asshole or vagina.
Well, all shit boxes are beautiful, fella. I love the wishing well. I wish I could have the wishing well again.
Wait, what is it? What do you call it? The rusty wheel?
The rusty wheel, the wishing well, the shit box. You know, I got all kinds of names for things.
I like the rusty wheel.
That's great, ain't it?
Yeah. So what was so beautiful about it that you're saying it was beautiful?
Just the landmarks, fella. We'll leave it at that.
Like what?
My girl was beautiful when I was there. Every morning I woke up was a beautiful day.
What'd she pay for the trip?
She paid for her half.
Do you think that's fair?
I thought it was. Paid for her own dinner, her own wine. Come on, man. How can you beat that?
How do you pull that off?
Professional fella. Gary from Florida, that's why. The shitbox king.
But you should, if you're bringing your chick over there, you probably should pay for everything.
Well, I paid for one dinner, in Switzerland. I think I paid for a meal that night, man. Come on. It was romantic. It was romantic me opening up my wallet and throwing out 250 euros for food.
But so every night when you guys went to dinner, she took half of the bill and you took half?
Well, we were on a cruise, man, for like 12 or 14 days. So all the food's free there.
But when you went onto the island, or just different places and ate?
Yeah, well, just lunch or something. It was only $30 or something. I picked that up. But at the end of the trip, she had her own little card that was charged back to the room and stuff. So, bottom line is at the end of the trip, she still gave me about another $700, which she charged up on the boat. It went to my credit card, but she paid me. Beautiful thing, fella.
Wow. I want to find a girl that will pay half for everything.
I'm not going to play bingo 3 times on a fucking boat or something. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for that. Perfume, I'm not paying for that. That's her own thing.
No, exactly.
Buying gifts for her kids, I'm not paying for that stuff. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. But dinners, though, I'm talking about, and the trip.
Listen, one hand washes the other, man. She paid for stuff, and I paid for stuff. Please.
Do you think it's because you're good in bed that she'll pay half?
Maybe. I have to ask her that one. Let's ask the fans out there.
No, I mean, I'm sure that has something to do with it, that you're an animal.
Well, listen, I try to be kind to her and stuff, but I have a rough side.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, you can be kind, but I'm saying you're probably, because you're good in bed, that she'll put up with half. She'll pay for half.
Probably. Plus, I got the bone crushers, It looks pretty good down there, fella, when it's all shaved.
Did you shave it for the trip?
Oh, yeah. I'm like an 8-year-old, always down there. Fucking hair gets in the way, please.
All right, so that was and now, so you guys are still together? It's one.
Yeah, a little over a year it's been, man. A year and a few months. 15 months. It's going good. Yeah. I'm trying to talk her into, I want to build a cabin in Virginia or Tennessee somewhere. I'm trying to get her to cough up half the money for that place.
Really? Oh, yeah, wait, you were saying she likes to go kayaking, and you've gone kayaking before. I can't picture Gary from Florida.
I went kayaking before. She's got a couple in her yard. She lives on a nice river, and it's hard, man, kayaking. I keep going I'm like an S. She's going straight, I'm going like in a fucking S, man. It's hard. I got tarpon jumping over the fucking boat and shit, scaring the crap out of me.
I figured that you definitely wouldn't be in the kayaking.
I did it one time. It's not for me.
No. You're not going to do it again?
No, I like the 35-foot boat, fella. No oars, no fucking sail.
So what if she says, I want to go kayaking again?
Yeah, she can go whenever she wants. She's got one or two in her backyard. She can pull her right down to the fucking river and go, off you go.
And you won't go?
I might go one more time. Give her the benefit of, give myself the benefit of the doubt. I could use the exercise. I gained 15 pounds on my fucking trip, man, in 3 weeks.
See, maybe if you were fucking more, you wouldn't have put on 15 pounds.
Well, if I was eating less, probably. And, well, that's possible, too. How many calories do you burn when you fucking dump a load?
Depends how long you can last. How long can you last?
Like 2 seconds, Sammy, but,
Now, how long do you think you can last?
I last 15 minutes. Yeah.
15?
Absolutely.
With no bag?
No bag. 12, 15 minutes, fella. I'm Gary from Florida, fella.
How long does it take you to regroup to do it for a second time?
A couple hours.
Really? 2 hours, you think?
Probably the next morning, man, I'm ready to go again.
What if it's like in the afternoon, or like 4 in the afternoon? You have 15 minutes. When could you do it again, would you say?
4 in the afternoon, probably, after I get up, make a meal, get back in there, 45 minutes.
45, you can get another erection.
Absolutely. With no pills.
Right.
No fucking Cialis or nothing. I don't use that shit. Not yet, anyway.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good you... Give me a number, 10 being the best at eating pussy you are.
Fucking solid 10, fella. I'm fucking unbelievable. I stick my nose right in there. I get it all, fella. I know how to touch the cap with the tongue and the ass.
How?
Counterclockwise. Yeah.
So how do you go? Do you ever go make the move from...
No, I do the motorboat, man. Don't you get... Nobody knows what the...
Yeah.
You put those lips on their lips, dude. They're fucking... You start in the bed, you end up in the fucking closet if you gotta walk in. Trust me. It's fucking unbelievable. Wood floors, you slide right through it.
Really? What if the girl's like, what is that noise down there?
That's the fucking motorboat, I tell her before. She's going to know what the note... You know, I'm fucking cranking, man, like I'm starting a fucking motor. The motorboat. I tell her I'm giving her the motorboat. It makes a little noise. And then they start making noise. It's beautiful fucking music you make.
So, and you just stay... So how long will you stay down there?
It depends. You know, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. It's about it.
And then what? Then what's your next move?
Then I'm going to pull out Megator, the fucking bone crusher. You know. I got to insert it, fella.
On top? On all fours?
No,
What's Gary from Florida's favorite position?
You're talking from me to my girlfriend or in general?
Or just in general, what's your favorite position?
Oh, I like it from behind, man. Absolutely.
You getting it from behind?
I like hitting it from behind, and I like them on top of me with their back towards me. That's fucking awesome.
Why do you like that with the back towards them?
Unbelievable, dude. You can see that fucking... You can see that shit box going up and down. It's fucking beautiful. It really is.
Is that why? Because you could see?
Yeah. And I don't have to look in her eyes.
But you don't like to look in their eyes?
Well, no, I got to turn their head a little bit. Forearm fuck them fella once in a while, you know.
What's the forearm fuck them?
Stick your forearm right on their head and you push their head into the bed. Please, I'm sure you've done that a couple of times.
Girls like that forearm fuck them?
Well, none of them like it, but you got to, years ago I had to do it to the fatties. So
why the fatties?
Well, they're brutal looking. Listen, everybody got to have a fatty. They love sex too.
I never heard of forearm fucking before.
Yeah, no, you got a forearm fucker. You got to stick your forearm over their face so you can't look at them, motherfuckers, all right? And then drill them.
What about, do you like to make out with girls? Like, how long do you like to make out for, like, 20 minutes or
no,
so?
Fuck no. Couple of kisses here and there, licky, licky. Licky, licky, suck my dicky, let's get it going, all right? Fucking ball game's on.
Licky, licky, suck my dicky. Let's get it going. Wait, so you don't like to make out for like 10, 15 minutes straight? How come?
No fucking way, man. I'm not fucking 18. I'm not high school, fella, all right? I'll kiss a little here and there. I'm not into fucking kissing like that anymore. I used to be. Maybe a couple of minutes. That's about it.
What if a girl, like, let's just say hypothetically, you're with some girl, and, for the first time, and she wants to, I just want to let's just make out for like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, man. I'll start kissing her, 30, 40 seconds. That's it. Then I'll grab her by the fucking hair and I'll push her right down to the mule, fella.
What if she says, no?
That's when she's going to start to kiss.
Or says, no, I just want to kiss. This is nice.
Cock.
What's that?
Kiss my cock. That's even nicer. Either that or eat my ass, one of the two. Come on. Let's be real here.
Have you had your ass eaten before?
Oh, yeah. That's why I put a bidet in my fucking house, fella.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good did it feel? 10 being the best.
It's not that. It's okay. On a 5.
Why a 5?
Well, it's all right.
What position were you in when the girl was eating your ass?
Oh, I might have been just laying down on my back with my legs up, and I might have been holding my ankles when she was blowing me and stuff. Like a 2-year-old when you're changing her diaper, how they hold her ankles.
Right.
And she's licking my ass. It's fucking unbelievable.
Did you like it though? Were you ever like on your stomach and she ate your ass? Were your ass up in the air?
I don't think so. Nah, never. You know, it takes a certain kind of broad, man, to do that. Just like a certain kind of girl to take it in the rusty wheel hole, you know? What a wheel well.
What about you? Before in your past, you've had a squirter.
Yeah, unfucking believable.
What was that like?
Well, you know, the second time I was with her, I put a fucking mask on. I had a fins on and a snorkel. It was fucking, yeah, it's like, she was like Gallon Gloria. It's beautiful.
So what happened when you were going down on her and she started squirting?
She started squirting, man. I had a beautiful $90 shirt on. She fucking sprayed all over the thing.
Why was your shirt still on?
Oh, this was, I used to, we were doing it standing up. Just got back from a restaurant or something, making out, and then boom, I was eating her box. And she goes, I just want to let you know I'm a squirter. And boom, she squirted.
Wait, so you still had your shirt on? She was what, laying in a bed? What?
Used to be in a liquor store, fella.
But wasn't there another time? Okay, so, all right.
Yeah, that was the first. That was with her, yeah. In a liquor store.
And she squirted right in your face?
Fucking hit me in the face all over my shirt. Ruined my shirt. Just stained it, man. It was black, the shirt. Never got it out. I think I still got it in the closet. You want to see it?
Is that like Monica Lewinsky's dress she saved? Left the sperm on it from Clinton? You saved a shirt?
I did. Listen, it's in my other closet in my other house, so.
It didn't freak you out when she squirted on you?
She told me she was a squirter. No, it didn't freak me out. It was all right. You know, beautiful thing. How about you? You ever have a squirter?
No.
No? You should get a couple, fella. You know. Let them warn you first, though. You might have to put a mask on.
So what else?
Yeah, what's new with you, man? I haven't seen you in a month.
No, but I mean, you're what else is going on?
Huh? You know, just this and that, man. Playing golf, you know. Looking for another cruise, man, next year. Maybe China, Alaska.
You're playing video games with your friends?
Oh, yeah, I play fucking video games all the time. I'm 51, fella. Look.
I never knew you played video games.
Come on, man. There's PlayStation 4 right there. I got it out.
I thought that was for your nephews that come over.
Oh, they came over. I got two of them. I got PlayStation.
What games have you been playing? I never even knew
I
this
got
about
hockey on here. That's it. Hockey, and I bought Call of Duty for them to play, man. I can't play that fucking that war game on here. I got a war game on the computer, though.
And what game were you playing with your friend in there? You had the headphones
Joint
on.
Operations. It's a war game there. It's like 10 years old. It's old, the game. Yeah. It's a stress reliever, man.
What kind of stress do you
Keeps
have?
my eye and hand coordination good, you know, from when I, you know.
Doesn't whack in your bag keep your hand and eye coordination good?
That does, too. It's a beautiful thing. I whacked my bag so hard I got to have a fucking old nerve surgery.
Yeah, what's going on? Your right arm, right? Your right elbow?
Left elbow. I'll know next week. That's why my golf game's off by about 7 strokes right now.
Is that the arm you whack your bag on?
No, I'm a roller, fella.
What do you mean a roller?
You know, take both hands like a fucking rolling pin. I take both of my hands, put a little juice in there.
And you roll it.
Yeah, you know how they roll fucking cigars and stuff?
Yeah.
You roll the thing. It's like that.
And that's how you jerk off.
When I whack my bag, yeah.
You don't just use one hand.
No, I'm a double-hander. I'm a roller. Why, guys use one hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought everybody rolled.
You've been rolling since you were for a long time.
14.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you hold the magazine? If you were 14.
With my feet.
Would you have like a music stand? You put the magazine on?
Absolutely. So my guitars are on right there.
So you roll it when you do it.
I'm a roller.
Even when you're with a girl and you're ready to...
Oh, I'll roll it a couple times for her. Yeah, you got to put some cream on there, though. You'll burn that fucking skin right off, you know. I'm circumcised, so I got to watch the helmet there.
You also said you're getting your first colonoscopy soon.
Next Friday, fella. Fucking doctor. I asked him if it was a 35 millimeter camera. He looked at me and went, "What?" I asked him if he was using a wide lens. He looked at me, shakes his head. Young guy, too. And, he was 5 minutes in and out of his fucking office. He asked me 6 questions, $40 for a consultation. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hey, is it a Canon or a Kodak? He looks at me. The guy.
Are you nervous with a guy putting his hand in your ass?
I don't know. I think they just put a camera up there. Sort of, them little fucking microchips. No, I'll be all right. They're going to shoot me up. I'm not going to know what the fuck's going on, man. Give me a little juice and I'm done.
You're not nervous about something being up your ass?
Nah, not really. How big could it be? How big could it be? I shit logs out of that thing, fella. You know what I mean?
Right, but this is going up, not out.
No, that's true. They might find some stuff up there they fucking never seen before. Might have some hemorrhoids clogged up there. I don't know. We'll see.
You think your ass is going to be sore when you wake up?
Kind of sucks. It's next Friday. I might be sitting on my hip here watching football on Sunday, man. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not. I might have to go to Walgreens and buy one of them fucking blow-up donuts that you sit on. George Costanza's dad, I think, had one of them. Yeah.
Why, you think your ass might hurt then?
It might, man. I mean, if there's polyps up there, they're cutting them fucking things out. How big can them things be? Like, you know what I mean? Are they like a watermelon? How big are them fucking
Are they going to cut them out? They won't cut them out right away,
Yeah,
will they?
they do it right then and there, the guy told me. He said, I said, well, he goes, if you have polyps, we cut them out right then and there. I said, holy shit. He goes, it's a machine. The blades are right on the back of the camera. He showed me a picture of it. It looks like that fucking thing right there. I think it's like 9 foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking camera, 9 foot in my intestines. They might see fucking some beer caps and shit from 10 years ago or something in there. Yep.
You're going to be bad. Yeah, well, all right, well.
Maybe they'll give me some good fucking pills to pop. Not that I take any, but as long as I'm good for football on Sunday, man, I'll be happy.
But you've had a prostate exam before, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You had a guy stick a finger in your ass before.
Well, it's a good thing my fucking doctor's only 5 foot tall, man, 90 pounds.
Why?
Well, he's small. He had little fingers. His biggest finger was smaller than my pinky finger, fella, so,
Did he put 1 or 2 in there?
No, I think he just put 1. Yeah. Anyway.
What'd you say to him before he put it in? Do you remember?
Did you cut your nails?
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
All right, so what else?
Yeah, not much, man. Big party this weekend. We're going over to Fort Myers. Going to hang out with some friends and stuff. Have a little party over there. Eat some good food. And, next weekend we'll get ready for football, man. I'm a Jet fan. You?
You're going nowhere this year, as
they'll
usual.
be 7-9.
Yeah.
That's all right. Maybe Buffalo might, knock the Patriots out, but I doubt it. A Rex Ryan fan. Got fucking shafted.
Who got shafted?
Rex Ryan got shafted, man, from the Jets.
How?
Well,
the guy hasn't a winning season in 3 years.
When you have a GM that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing for the last 2 years, don't give the guy no picks, or they got so much money to spend. They screwed the guy, man. They wanted him out of there. So, he's gone. He'll win a Super Bowl with Buffalo in a couple of years.
That could be the most absurd thing I've ever heard. He's not going to win a Super Bowl with Buffalo in a couple of years.
Yeah, he will.
Buffalo hasn't been in the playoffs since 1994.
Just like Miami, man.
They have no quarterback, Buffalo, and Rex Ryan is a way overrated coach. He got lucky his first 2 years in the league, and he's done shit since. He only cares about the defense. There's no discipline on the team. Everybody's completely out of control. He doesn't even pay attention to the offense. That's not a good head coach.
All right, well, whatever, man. Everybody's got their own fucking opinion. You're a Dolphin fan. You think Philbin's a good fucking coach?
No, he's right down there with Rex Ryan as the worst coaches in football.
Their quarterback looked good last night, man, the fourth stringer. A couple of interceptions, man. The last on the 10-yard line, ready to win the game, he throws an interception in the end zone. Then they get the ball back on a fumble. He throws another fucking interception. Anyway, everybody's got their own opinion. I'm Gary from Florida.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
I think he's going to be the next president, man. I really do. I'll vote for the guy. People want change in this country, man. Guy's a leader. He's a businessman. That's how you got to run a fucking country. You can't run it like fucking Obama, man. No way. Why give $150 billion to fucking Iran so they could fund ISIS? That's fucking brutal.
You think he'll be a good president?
He can't be any worse than the last fucking four. So, that's my opinion, man. I don't think Obama did a good job. I don't think the fucking Bushes did a good job. Last good president was Clinton. And I don't vote fucking Democrat either. Never.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They like raising taxes, man. I don't want to get into fucking politics.
What, you feel like you pay too much taxes?
Absolutely. When you got a business, you pay too many fucking taxes when there's a Democrat in office. They always try to whack you for a little bit more. They do.
And where does that money go, though?
It's going right now. Obama's putting it to fucking Iran, man, right now. $150 billion. Why?
Well, they usually say Republicans are for the rich, that the rich people are Republicans, and they don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to help out the poor. That's the whole philosophy.
So raise the taxes and help out the poor? Or Obama took $700 billion from Social Security to fund the Obama fucking health care. Come on, man. That's right, to take money from the old people. When you're ready to collect Social Security and there's not much money there, then what? You blame it on fucking Obama, man. $700 billion he took from Social Security to fund the Obamacare, please. Because fucking people that come from a different country come here in 1 year and they get medical fucking treatment and we pay for it. That's wrong.
All right. No, that's good, though. I like that you're opinionated about it. You don't think Hillary would do a good job?
She probably would, but I don't think she's even going to fucking have a chance with that. All that bullshit from the text messaging, just fucking that lady all up, man. The emails, yeah. Just fucking her up, man. It really is. I mean, I don't have nothing against her. So what? She fucking was writing emails. Big deal. Bill was getting his cock fucking sucked, man, in the White House, Kennedy got fucking laid in the White House. I mean, come on, man. They all do it. One of them, I think, when Jimmy Carter was there, Willie Nelson was smoking fucking dope in the White House. Come on. That's a true story.
So you don't care that Clinton was getting a blowjob in the White House?
Not at all. He could have picked a better fucking woman. I mean, come on. You're the president of the United States. You could have the hottest fucking broad in the world, and he picks that fucking pig? Oof. I wouldn't hit that thing in the shitter. Brutal.
Come on, I've seen you with worse.
Yeah, but please, I got standards, fella. All right? My worse is better than that.
Well, the rumor was that he was putting a cigar in her box.
I heard a lot of different stories about that, but that's nice, though. Stick it in the box and then smoking it later. He's shaking his head up and down. He's got the cigar in his mouth, and he's talking to Hillary. She's talking. Yeah, let's go to dinner tonight. He's nodding his head up and down with the cigar in his mouth. Yeah.
What about gay marriage?
What about it?
You for or against it?
They can do whatever the fuck they want, man. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. It don't. You want to suck his fucking cock suck his cock. You want to eat her box? Eat her box. That's all.
And you're okay with them getting married?
They can do whatever they want, man. Doesn't bother me.
What about abortion? Because the Republicans are always anti-abortion and anti-gay marriage.
Man, you can do whatever the fuck you want with your own body. You want to get rid of that kid? Get rid of the kid. It's your body. Who are they to tell you? What if a girl gets let's just say somebody gets fucking raped. A girl gets raped by a fucking guy and she gets pregnant. Do you think she should have that kid? Or do you think she should have an abortion? And I think she should have an abortion. So.
What if the rapist was good looking?
That's a different story then. I'd flip a coin then. Right?
So you're pro-choice.
Yeah.
And you're pro-gay marriage.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, man. Hey, to each his own, man. You know? To each his own.
What happens if your daughter came home and said, Dad, I'm a lesbian. I want to get married to my girlfriend?
I'll ask her if she's got a couple more friends. Right?
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, why not? What am I going to do, man? You know, everybody lives their own life.
So you'd have no problem with them having over at parties and all that stuff. This is my daughter and her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Introducing them to your friends like that, no problem.
As long as she's not a fatty, I mean, come on. Yeah, check out her box and everything. That'd be beautiful. Yeah, they can do whatever they want, man.
So you'd be okay with it? Dad, I'm going to bring my girlfriend to dinner with us tonight, okay? All that stuff.
As long as they pick up the tab, fella, you know me about that. They have to pay their own way.
Oh, you know what we were talking about? You said if your daughter gets married, you're not paying for a wedding.
No. Why should I? They'll be divorced. And with a guy or a girl?
No, with a guy.
It's a big difference now.
Okay, what if it was with a girl?
Yeah, fuck no, I'm not paying for it, man.
Okay,
Please.
so what if it's a guy? All right, it's a guy.
They'll both be fucking crying all the time. No. Let them pay for their own fucking weddings. Kids today, they want to get married, let them pay for their own weddings, man. That's how it should be. I pay for my own
traditionally, you know, the father of the daughter.
I don't give a shit. Fuck that. I'm not paying for fucking no wedding, man. They know that already. I don't have no money to pay for it anyway. I'll give them a couple bucks to put down on the house. That's a better gift. As long as she's got a prenup with the guy.
But the father traditionally pays for the daughter's wedding.
Well, how come my ex-wife's father didn't pay for that fucking wedding? What do you mean tradition?
That's what it usually is.
Wow.
So you paid for your wedding?
I paid for my wedding, yeah.
I paid for mine, too.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. I guess it didn't work out.
It didn't fucking work out either, see? What happens, you know, when two women get married, right? The in-laws are all going to be arguing. I'm not paying for it. You pay for it. It's your fucking kid.
Maybe both fathers will pay. They'll chip in.
Maybe if they fucking show up, right?
So your daughters already know that. So what if she has no money to pay for a wedding?
Have a small wedding. You ain't got to have a wedding today with fucking 150, 200 people, man. You can't go, you know what I mean? Going all out and shit. Have a little wedding somewhere. They got money to buy fucking $300 pocketbooks, $200 shoes. I'm just saying in general, kids.
Right. Yeah.
They got fucking money to buy $500 phones. If you want to have a wedding, start stocking your money away instead of going out to these clubs and dropping fucking $100 every other weekend, man, at a club. How's that?
That's good, but she says, Dad, it really would mean a lot to me if you pay for my wedding.
Yeah, well, Krista, you know, it mean a lot to me too. You know, I can't do it, man. I can't. It's not going to happen.
So you think it's a waste of money?
Absolutely 100% a waste of money. Absolutely. I'd rather give them $10,000 to put down on a fucking piece of property, man, somewhere. On a house for a down payment. Or, you know, not a down payment, a help out, I would say, because you ain't putting 10 grand down on a house today.
Right, so you'll give money for that.
Absolutely, man. That's an investment. Your property's going to go up in value over time. Always does.
What if her fiance's parents, you know, they get engaged and the parents confront you to go, you know, you should really be paying for the wedding.
Yeah, and why? Why should I?
Okay, I'm the father.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the fiance's father. It's like, hey, you know, so you know they're gonna get married. So I mean, traditionally, you know, the father takes care of it. You know, the woman's father takes care of it. So you're gonna pay for their wedding.
What tradition?
That's always been that way.
Really? When? I paid for my own wedding. I'm gonna look the guy right in his eye and tell him I fucking paid for my own wedding.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the circumstances were there, but that's what usually, you know, like my daughter. I have another daughter.
Is that only on like the Catholic religion, or is that in general? You know what I mean? Is it just from the Catholic religion? What if you're Baptist? The Girls' fathers always pay for the wedding. I mean, I don't know about that. I think it's just on the Catholic side.
I don't know, but I have a daughter, and I'm going to pay for her wedding when she's going to get married.
God
So
bless
that's the right thing to do.
All right, well, God bless you. You're a good guy, man. I guess I'm a piece of shit then.
Well, I just don't feel like I have to dig into my pockets to pay for the wedding.
Let them pay for their own wedding. I'm not telling you have to pay for their wedding. They want to get married. Let them pay for their own wedding.
They don't have enough money for that.
Well, they need to get a second job then.
Yeah, but no, I mean, between their schooling and their work and stuff like that, they can't have a second job, so they don't have money to pay for the wedding.
Well, they'll have to put marriage off for a couple of more years, or just have a couple of kids and live together, man, like a lot of fucking people do. Marriage is a piece of paper, right?
So
they can't get married in a Catholic church if they're Catholic. Oh, we can't get married in a Catholic church because we live together. You already broke one of their fucking rules anyway. Can't live together. Can't have sex before you get married. Well, you can't get married in a Catholic church. Go rent a fucking hall somewhere for $125. Go to Vegas.
So you wouldn't have a problem if your daughter went to Vegas to elope and get married and at a party when she came back?
Nope, she could do that. I'm fine with that. Let me know what's going on, though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you're not going to bend on that. You're not paying.
I'm not paying. Bottom fucking line. You don't want to talk to me? Don't talk to me. But,
And it's only because it's a waste of money.
Absolutely. What's the chances of them getting divorced, man? 68%, I believe, is the statistic.
But why don't you go in there with a positive attitude that it's going to work?
I am. I'm going in with a fucking 32% positive attitude that your marriage will be successful. That's positive. It's not bad. It's like batting 320.
So you don't think it probably won't be?
What?
The marriage. Is that why you're not going to get married again? Because
Me, I'm never going to get married. Why should I? I've been single. I mean, I haven't been married in 18 or 19 years. I'll never get married again. Why? There's no reason to.
Was the first one that bad that you won't?
No, I never said it was bad. I just don't want to. Girls are fucking going, this guy's a fucking...
No, that's whatever you believe. You don't have to.
Absolutely. The girl I'm dating right now, she don't want to get married anyway. I don't blame her. Would you fucking want to marry me? Well, I'm not going to say that.
Well, why is she dating you think?
Oh, fucking look at me, fella. Come on. I'm Gary from Florida, that's why. Yeah. What about you?
That's why, because you're Gary from Florida, that's why. Yeah, but you got to be some kind of catch, though.
And? What does that mean?
That some girl would want to marry you.
Yeah, well, maybe they don't. I don't want to get fucking married. Please. Listen, if I want to wake up tomorrow morning and get in my car and fucking drive somewhere or get on a plane and fly somewhere or go to Vegas or California or fucking the islands, I don't have to ask anybody. I could just do that. You know what I mean? If you're married, you just can't do that. Right? If I want to leave my fucking underwear right over there for 3 days and walk over it, if you're married, you can't do that.
So that's the only reason you're not getting married, so you can leave your underwear laying around and you want to drive in your car.
The way that I live these days, I am. I haven't been married in 19 years, 18 or 19 years. I'm content living the way I am.
Do you think you might be a little stubborn?
It's possible, but I have a good life, man.
Yeah, but you have a girlfriend now for over a year that you guys are, see each other a lot. I know, but I'm just saying, though, you still have to ask her. You go, hey, I'm just going to drive my car to friggin' Chicago. You're
Not
still
a
going to
problem, she would say.
Right, you're still going to ask her, go, hey, I'm going to go to Chicago.
Tell her. I wouldn't ask.
Well, if she said, I'd rather you not go.
I'm going to North Carolina. I already told her I'm going to North Carolina next month, or Tennessee or Virginia or something, wherever the fuck I'm going. October that would be. Okay. What is she going to say? No, you can't go? Is she going to say, no, you know what? I'm going to the Mets are going to be in the playoffs. I'm flying up to my cousin's house, and we're going to the Mets game in the playoffs. Okay. She's not going to say, no, you can't go. Please.
But if you were married to her, she would say no?
Well, I'm not saying her in particular.
Right, just in general, though.
Well, you got to say, hey, honey, by the way, we can't afford it. We got bills over here. Carpet, we're backed up 2 months on this. Oh, Billy needs braces. the fuck out of here.
So you just go. You get on a plane and go.
Yeah, exactly. Is that wrong?
No, but you could probably find a woman that would just let you do that too and marry her too.
I got a good woman, man. I'm not looking for nobody. Yeah.
I know you're not looking for anybody, but there are women out there that will just let a guy do that if they want. Jump on a plane, go to New York, or just go to Vegas, or yeah. It's not like you're gonna go, hey, honey, I'm gonna go out and fuck like a bunch of different women, so you got to be okay with it. You're just gonna go.
Maybe there are women out there like that, but I'm not getting married though. There's no reason to. Fucking marriage is a fucking piece of paper, man. I got my own house. I live here. My girlfriend's got her own house. She lives over there. She's got 3 dogs, a big backyard, and I'm content right here, man. In my humble abode, in my fucking villa.
But usually people want the relationship to go to the next level.
Well, it could go to the next level. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Maybe we're going to build a place in Virginia or Tennessee. Yeah.
And that's the next level?
Yeah, man. It's beautiful. Sliding glass doors, windows in the back. You're looking at the fucking, on your deck, mountains everywhere. That's beautiful. Maybe we'll go on another cruise together. Go away. I'm taking her away with me this weekend. Come on, fella. That's nice. I bought her a Michael Kors fucking pocketbook for her birthday.
I never heard of Michael Kors.
$268 for a fucking pocketbook. My wallet cost me $9.99. And you can't even see it. I keep it in my back pocket.
Yeah, but the Louis Vuitton bags go for like $1,500, $2,000.
Well, Michael Kors is like fucking one of the top designers right now.
Please.
Because you never heard of them?
If a pocketbook that's $260.
You're still wearing fucking Keds, fella. Come on.
A pocketbook that's $260 is not one of the top designers.
Well, okay.
There's Hermes bags that cost like $10,000.
It's a nice fucking pocketbook for $260, man.
Where'd you get it?
Macy's. That's probably why, right? Probably find it at Kmart for fucking $65.
Yeah, or Walmart. No, I'm not. They said so too. All right, so that's nice.
Yeah. That's a nice pocketbook, whatever. She's worth it.
What if it was a Louis Vuitton bag for like $1,800?
Maybe in a couple of years, man. We'll see. The way the fucking stock market's going out, I don't know about that, fella.
What do you think's going on with the stock market?
Correction time, man, right now. A little fucking nervous I am, but, what am I going to do? It will all pan itself out, man.
So people shouldn't take their money out.
You know what? If you bought something, like I bought Apple at 125, it's 109, I wouldn't fucking sell it. Why? You're down $15 a share. I wouldn't sell it. In 5 years, what's it going to be worth? The number one company in the world. Apple and Facebook.
So you're saying keep it in there. Give some people some tips to the stock market.
I can't do that.
No, but it's just about in general.
Because people fucking do that are like, that motherfucker, you told me to buy this stock and it went down.
Yeah, but how many times but you give advice on dating. He said to fuck her in the ass and she got mad.
That's a different story, fella.
Why? And so
that doesn't have nothing to do with people's finances and stuff. I'm not a financial advisor. I buy my own stocks. I've never in my life used an advisor. I've done it my whole life myself, but I won't. Just because I'm buying something, I don't
I'm not saying what stocks to buy, but I'm just saying in general, what kind of advice can you give people? You give guys advice to go, try to bang her in the ass. Maybe the guy did it and the girl didn't like it and broke up with him. So
maybe he didn't like it.
Maybe he did.
Yeah, well, maybe. Well, listen, if you're going to buy stocks, man, if you're young, buy it, put it away for 20 years, man. Start a mutual fund. Put it away for 20, 30 years. Because that time don't fucking stop ticking, man. I did it. Started my first one at 20 years old. I'm 51. 30 years I've had it for. Add that fucking up. $100 a month. It's like paying off a mortgage.
Have you cashed it out?
On my 50th birthday, I bought that car out there. Not bad.
What kind of car is it?
A silver one. A Ford Pinto.
No, what kind of car is it?
Silver with wheels.
I know, but what is it? Is it a Lexus?
No, it's a Lincoln. Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. 37 miles to the gallon, fella. Runs half on battery, half on fuel. It's not bad.
What do you think about climate change?
What about it? I don't watch the news, but
Do you think it's real?
every year it gets fucked.
There's a lot of Republicans say that it's all bullshit. And
Well, let me see. You live up in the Northeast, right?
yeah,
You guys had another brutal fucking winter? It was brutal. I was up there for a snowstorm in February. Brutal. Snowed for 5 days.
well, we've been getting snow for a long time. This isn't the first winter that there was snow.
Yeah, but
You guys haven't had a hurricane in 10 years in Florida.
But it's getting warmer though, right? Every year. Yeah, I don't know, man. That ain't the fuck do I care? I'm not going to be around here in 50 fucking years. When the ocean rate rises 4 more inches, it's like in Venice. Every 10 years, the water goes up 1 inch. Every 10 years, you know. These people live on a fucking 3rd floor in Venice. It's going to be another fucking 300 years by the time the water gets up there.
What about your kids' kids? They're going to be around.
I don't know, man. We'll see. They'll be all right.
No, you just said, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not going to be
300
around.
years, my kids' kids won't be around. Who knows if anybody's going to be around 300 years. You know, with the climate control and shit like that, man, who knows who's going to be around in 300 years? Aliens up there?
So you're not worried about your kids' kids?
Well, they don't. My kids don't even have kids yet, so no, I'm not. Not yet. That time might come in the future, man. I got to talk to them about the dumper, the rusty wheel hole. Ooh. They might not like that.
What do you think if they come to you like that? I got to ask you something. My boyfriend wants to do that act.
I don't think my fucking daughters are going to ask their dad that. Or any daughter's going to go, hey, Dad, by the way, what do you think about the rusty wheel hole? My boyfriend wants me to do it.
Well, what advice would you give them if they did? Let's just say they did. They did come to you. I got nowhere to turn.
Ask your mom. See how she liked it.
She wasn't a fan?
She wasn't a fan. She wasn't a fan. What percentage of women do you think are a fan? 10%?
10 to 15%. I'd say about another 15%, 15% go, I don't mind it once in a while. So maybe 30% overall don't have a big problem with it, I would say, if I'm going to guess. Would you say 70% of the women are totally against it?
Absolutely. 70 or 80%, I'm going to say, are against it. But the younger generation might be a little bit different, I'm thinking.
Right, so you throw them in the mix.
Yeah. 40 and up.
Of all the girls that are having sex right now on this planet, what would you say? So you say maybe 30% will put up with it, 15% like it, 15 will go, I don't mind it once in a while, and the 70 just absolutely no.
Right. I'd say more than 70% are going to say no. 75 will say no, they're not doing it.
Now, I don't know 75% if they did have anal with you, how many would you turn would go, you know what, it wasn't so bad?
Fucking 100% of them, fella. Come on.
What makes you so good at it that they would turn all of a sudden and go, you know what, I did like
Gary
it.
from Florida, fella. That's why. You got to know how to work that thing, fella. You just can't ram it in there. It's not like a fucking elevator. You push the 30th floor and zoom, you go up there. You got to work it in slowly,
How slow, though?
Well, not like the motorboat. You know how you start off with the motorboat, nice and slow, and work up to speed?
Like how long from the beginning when you break the plane till you're fully in? How much time you think you need before, if you're saying do it slowly? Because that's kind of vague.
At least a half a bottle of lotion. Yeah.
No, but how long before you put the tip in?
Couple of minutes. Listen, it depends, man, too. If the women have experience in it or not. If it's their first time, it's going to take a lot longer.
Well, some just slide in?
Come on. Well, I don't know, man. I can't remember. It's been so...
Yeah, but you've had some before where it just slid in?
It fucking slid in. Even my hips slid in. You kidding me? It's like a fucking tunnel.
All right, so you say.
Well, we covered a lot of things.
What conversation would you rather have with your daughters? Dad, I want you to pay for my wedding, or Dad, should I give my boyfriend anal? And is there any tips?
I'd rather talk to her about me not paying for her wedding because I'm going to win that conversation. Guaranteed. That's the tip. You want to get married? Want to pay for a wedding? Want to have a nice wedding? Start saving your money. That's my advice.
You're not going to bend on that one at all.
No, not a fucking quarter. I'm not.
Well, marriage maybe wasn't just right for you, so maybe it's going to be right for them.
Well,
it seems like you got a negative stance on marriage.
Maybe you're right. Maybe marriage might be good for them. Maybe they will be married for 50 years. But you know what? If you want to have a wedding, start saving your money. Start putting $100 a month away for your wedding for the next couple of years, and then.
Yeah, but look, a wedding's going to cost
what, 40 grand, 50?
Yeah,
grand?
something. Yeah,
blow that. That's fucking crazy, dude. I worked my whole life to fucking save money, so I can fucking live the way I'm living right now. Please, not going to happen. No, done. It's over. End the conversation. I'm not paying for it.
But you paid for the college. That was probably a big nut that you had to pay.
My kid got freaking straight A's in high school. She got a scholarship, man. It was all paid for.
But you would have had to if she didn't. Would you have paid for a college? Did you put money away for a college?
Different story, man. That's totally different.
So that's okay. So you'll pay for a college.
Absolutely. I'll pay for college, man. I'm not paying for a wedding.
So you could pay at least $100 grand in her college over the 4 years at least.
Education, man.
You have no problem with that, spending that money.
She's gonna make that. They make that money when they get out of college.
So that's okay. You'll save money for that. You'll bust your ass for that money, but you just won't for a wedding.
Florida, man, you got the Florida prepaid program, so you just you pay whatever one-time pop of a couple of $1,000. When my kids were born, I think it was like $5 grand. Boom, they got to go to any college in the state of Florida.
What, prepaid legal?
Yeah, I think that was it. Maddie Singh.
When me and Gary were like in our early 20s, we went to a prepaid legal pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Where it was like $15 a month, and you can access any lawyer. There was a certain network of lawyers, and we walked out of there saying that we are going to be rich in like fucking 6 months. That we were set. We're going to be able to buy houses. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think I signed my brother up because he felt bad for me because I was living in Florida and eating fucking meatballs out of a can from 7-Eleven.
The only thing I did with that, I don't even know if I signed up anybody. I don't remember, but I remember. I was at home. I don't even know if it was Home Depot. Their forklift backed into the back of my truck and crushed the back of my tailgate. And I called a lawyer from Prepaid Legal, and he took care of all the paperwork. And I got a check from for like $1,500 from home. I think it was Home Depot. That's the only thing I ever did of that.
But remember how we were going to sign everybody up, the whole pyramid scheme. Up.
Me, you, and a couple other people. But I don't remember the other people. But yeah, we're going to be pyramid schemes.
We thought, all right, we're gonna. This guy, everybody who wouldn't want this access to lawyers.
Want to pay was it $15 a month? Paid?
Something like that, like $15 a month, and it
was like $150 a year you pay to get lawyers. They represent you. It was, we thought at the time we were fucking kids, man. We're 21 or something.
And then I remember we went to go see The Color of Money, the pool movie with Paul Newman and Tom Cruise in the movie theater, and we walked out of there saying we were going to be pool sharks.
Oh yeah, after that
and make a living.
I think after that we went to Art Stocks, one of the places, and played pool for like 12 hours.
Yeah, remember we walked out of there saying we're going to hustle people out of money.
Yeah, yep. I think we got in a tournament too. There was a tournament we got into. It's like $20. I think I got knocked out in the first round. I still can't play pool.
But that was another one that we got out of that theater. That's how we're going to make our money. Yeah. We're gonna just keep practicing pool and be pool sharks and just travel.
Jesus Christ.
That didn't work out either.
No. A lot of things didn't work out, man. Like my marriage.
Like mine. Wow. All right. Gary from Florida checking in. You guys want him. He's back. Yeah. He's doing good. We'll do another one soon. All right, everybody. Good
Good talking to you. Gary from Florida out. GJ.